He's also about to open another exhibition of his paintings. He's a very talented painter. On May 2nd, at the LA Institute of Contemporary Art, would you welcome Martin Mull? Well, Mr. Mull, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you? That was
well.
funny, the PSAs.
You like that? Have you ever done any of those?
Oh, Lord.
Everybody gets those to do, and
yeah.
we do a certain amount.
The worst thing was when I was promoting my show that I can't mention on another network, there were things like, you know, hi, this is Martin Mull. You know, it's really fun in life, but measles are no fun for some people. That kind of thing where you have to bring it way down, you know, or something. But a death in the family can ruin your Sunday night. You know, that kind of thing.
So how's the show going? All right?
I think it's iffy right now. I don't think we have to pick out a stone, but I don't think we have to pick out furniture either. So.
Well, you've been through this before, haven't you?
First series ever.
Well, that's right. Of course, the other one went on to Fernwood tonight.
That went on forever.
Yeah.
Or it seemed like it to most people.
No, that's right. Anyway, you are a painter, and a good painter.
Thank you. That's my main thrust. That was what I studied.
Was that what you wanted to do? Do you consider yourself more of a painter than... You consider yourself an entertainer who paints or a painter who entertains? That sounds like David Frost, no doubt.
Great question. Gee, that's terrific.
Well, I'll answer both of you. I'd say probably, in all honesty, and this sounds like like being an ingrate or something, but more of a painter who does the entertainment industry.
I see.
And the thing is, that's because I think there's a lot of people that would like to be in the entertainment industry. And if you say, oh yeah, I work down there, what, I make $8 grand for one night? You know, people go, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, they think that's the best thing in the world or something.
Right.
They don't realize you take home $40 at that.
Right.
But,
or 20.
Or 20.
Yeah.
Oh, you have my old age. But it's the idea that every painter I know has to have a day gig.
Yeah.
You know, you either, you say, you know, if you meet Willem de Kooning or Jackson Pollock,
right,
and they're driving a cab, it doesn't mean they're a cab driver. They're doing that to support their painting.
What was your opinion when you first saw Jackson Pollock? Be honest. Now, he's recognized now as one of the great abstract, and it brought that form of painting. But, you know, when you first saw it, you like abstraction?
I do.
Yeah.
It's not what I do at all, but I can appreciate it for its formal
Because people always
reasons.
look at something and say, what is it? And it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. That's about it, yeah. And either enjoy it or you don't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I'm really enjoying
this. Is this great entertainment?
No. This is really, boy, I'm glad I come back.
Well, that's true, though. That's the only way to put it. It is what you perceive it to be.
Right. Well, Jackson Pollock was a guy who just dripped.
That's right.
He just threw paint and dripped. You've seen it. How many of you seen it?
Jackson Pollock. He hangs in the Metropolitan, you know.
Well, you can see he's doing well.
and he's the best known of them, yes.
He's not hitting percentage. But I like it. I like it a lot, but I pursue my own kind of thing.
If I came to you and said, Martin, and forget that we know each other.
Okay.
We'd be looking for a deal. I said, Martin, I want to buy one of your paintings. You know, say couch size. I always like people who buy couch size paintings.
Right.
You ever see those ads in the paper? Beautiful couch size painting, like you go get something to match the couch.
Nothing over $19.95.
That's right. Couch size. What would the price range would we be discussing? I don't want to embarrass you and be
Well, first of all, you make it so personal that obviously the first instinct would be, honest to God, Johnny, really, you can have it for free.
Okay.
Now, if Ed came...
Oh, like that. What would it cost me?
Ed, we're talking, what do you make a year?
Talking about world-class money here?
Yeah, we're talking world. No, the paintings go... I'll tell you something interesting about pricing paintings, and something I just remembered a while ago. When I was in art school, I was a dormitory monitor, which meant you handed out the sheets on Wednesday night and made sure nobody burned their room, that kind of thing. And for that, you got a few bucks off of your tuition and a place to stay. And there was a lovely little person there. There was a Japanese fellow who was making beautiful etchings, and I thought, well, this is great. The guy's 19 years old, doesn't have 5 cents to his name. He's done this wonderful etching. I got 25 bucks. I'm going to get this son of a gun.
Right.
So I went and I said, I'll have that. I'd like to buy that for $25. He goes, oh, no. He said, you are asking for my treasure. You must give me your treasure. So 25 bucks was out of the question, and I said something about remember Pearl Harbor and walked out of the room.
Put him in his place, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because he was shorter, I could stand up to him.
So you haven't really answered the question. I don't mean to embarrass you.
They go for anywhere between a really good friend getting a great deal and about $5,000 to $6,000 a piece.
5,000 to 6,000?
Yeah.
Suppose I don't want a background. You know, just
No sky.
no sky, no sky, and forget the sofa size.
Chair size.
Chair size type of thing. No sky, no background, and one coat.
Well, I got an ottoman size with no frame. You
Okay,
interested?
let's talk about that. We'll take a break. We'll be back here to Art City. We're back talking with Martin Mull. Artiste. Everyone is either a frustrated painter, you are a talented painter, or a frustrated musician, and everybody thinks they have that inherent talent, which they really don't have. I think you have to have a natural eye for being art. I don't think you can take lessons. You know, like that little matchbook cover you keep seeing coming out. Draw this figure.
Yeah.
You know, it's been out for 108 years.
Really? Do you really think that? Or do you think that people can learn it?
I think you can learn the mechanics of composition and drawing like you can learn mechanical engineering, you know, and anatomy. I don't think you can learn inward feeling about art. I don't mean to be heavy here, but you know, there was a famous case years ago, the famous Dutch artist, the name now escapes me, not Van Gogh.
Rembrandt.
That somebody else ripped off, and they forged
Walter
him.
Keane.
No, not Walter Keane.
No.
Vermeer? Was it
Vermeer?
Vermeer, wasn't it?
Peter will know. That's
Vermeer. In other words, there were these Vermeers hanging in museums all over the world, in England, and they had authenticated them. Now, it turned out they were not done by Vermeer, but were a forgery. Now they had an interesting case. The question was the guy who did them a great artist? They were authenticated by, I think the British Museum had some, and there were like 14 of these so-called Vermeers, but done by somebody else, and so good. Now, the question was that artist truly a great artist? Were those paintings...
Well, let's put it in another vernacular in terms of art, and let's even take some liberty with the term art, and we'll talk about television. And that is on, we'll call it the XBC network. We'll make one up, okay? There's a show called My Mother, the Car.
Yes,
and it's a big hit.
I remember that show.
You know that next year there's going to be a show called My Uncle the Limo on the other network.
Right.
Which might even be better.
Yes. Okay.
Does that complicate the argument here?
Yes, it muddies it. It muddies it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's an extraneous thing. I didn't.
Now you're all going to vote, right?
Would you be interested in what the court decided, or what they said about this man?
Yes.
They said no, he wasn't. He was a great technician, a great engineer, but he didn't have the soul. In other words, he was copying somebody else's impression of something, where Vermeer saw the beauty or whatever it was what he was painting. This guy was simply duplicating that. And while he was a good technician, he was not truly a great artist because the soul didn't come through.
I'll buy that.
Would you buy that?
Yeah, I'll go with the judge.
I don't know why I brought that up, but that's just was interesting.
Now, to me,
Not
it's
I
very
guess.
important, though, that you do what you want to do. Like, the pictures I make
I've
are
often said
very
that.
silly. I'm sorry?
It's just like it is what it is. You do what you want to do.
Yeah, and hey, your space, my space, Ed's space.
Right. I know where you're coming
Okay,
from.
I hear you.
Right. Right on.
No, my pictures are...
Now, can I show them what
Yeah,
you do? You dogs. You have a thing about dogs.
I try to do the kind of little things that, like, little old ladies have on their shelves. Like little ceramic dogs or dollhouse furniture and things like that.
Well, it's better than clowns on black velvet.
But, yes, thank you. But the origin is from very close to that. You remember those little postcards you used to get of, it's
Talking
the
dogs?
kitty cat's moving day?
Oh, yes.
Remember that? Or here are the dogs playing poker. I think
yes.
that's the one we've all seen, etc. That stuff is just as popular as hell.
Uh-huh.
You know? And I figure,
Why not jump?
why do just a big yellow circle over a red ball? You know, when people don't know what that is. Let's go with the stuff they know. Dogs playing poker, or in this case, a nice dog taking a bath.
I like this.
Do you?
Yes, this is an oil, isn't it?
No, that's actually an acrylic, very similar to oil.
Well, I wouldn't have noticed from this. Should have had this framed. There, you see? Oh, I like that. That's very, very nice.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. It's almost photorealist.
Yeah, it is kind of photorealistic.
Almost
yeah.
photorealistic.
That one's going to belong to Steve Martin. Actually, wants to buy that one.
Is that right?
Yeah, he has 9 of my pictures.
You're kidding.
No.
Now, was that one of those friend financial arrangements, or was that...
I'd like to think it was simply appreciating the work. I think probably it was a friend financial arrangement.
Can I get this without the rug?
Yeah. Or a different rug.
Or just put in just a one-tone...
Plain rug?
Yeah, just like a nylon pile.
And you don't need and you don't want the plumbing.
No, you can forget that. Take out and just put a one-tone rug in there.
You got it.
And no faucets.
Okay.
Then we got a deal. We'll be back.